Hi, I'm Alice, she, her.
Hi, I'm Jade, also she, her.
This is loosely a fiction podcast, and it is not spoiler-free, but we'll warn you.
Also, it is not clean. It's like if you took a regular podcast and rubbed dirt all over it.
Yeah, this is gonna be messy and weird, because it's only almost a podcast. And it's sponsored by no one, because why would anyone pay us to do this?
Yeah.
This episode contains spoilers for Stranger Things, episodes up to and including Season 3, Supernatural, episodes into Season 13, and Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Case 2, with minor spoilers for the third case. You've been warned. Hey, Alice here.
Hi, it's Jade.
Welcome to the maiden episode of Almost a Podcast.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know. I think I'm trying to get a podcasting voice.
That's not a podcasting voice.
What's a podcasting voice?
I don't fucking know.
Then how do you know it's not a podcasting voice?
I don't.
I can't believe we're already off track.
So, as Alice just explained, this is the first episode.
Basically how we're gonna do this is we're gonna try, for every episode, each of us explains one piece of fiction to the other that the other has never seen, or at least knows very little of. And then at the end, we're gonna flip a coin, and we're either gonna talk about something we both know stuff about, or something neither of us know anything about.
Yes. So, this episode is going to contain lots of spoilers.
Yeah, but you've probably already heard the list of things we're gonna spoil that I put at the beginning, assuming I do a good job editing this.
Yeah, future Alice, do a good job.
Is it past Alice from their perspective? Because it came first. We don't need to go into that. Should we actually get started?
Sure.
Alright, well, for our first episode, we wanted to try something topical I'm completely unaware of. So Jade is going to try and explain what the fuck is going on in the Stranger Things fandom, because I'm aware some shit went down, but I have no idea what happened, because I've never seen even a single episode.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain. So should I explain the plot, or should I explain something else?
Would it be helpful to know how much I already know?
Yes.
Okay, so there are kids with bikes. I
Yes.
don't know how important the bikes are.
The
But-
bikes are sort of important.
And I think one of them is psychic,
Yes.
and there's an evil wall.
Not quite. There's an evil monster that sometimes likes to come out of the wall.
That's what I'd do if I was a monster.
Yeah, that's entirely fair. So, this wall monster, I think you should know, it's called the Demogorgon. It doesn't have any eyes, and it goes blah.
Does that mean it's half Gorgon? Because, like,
No.
a demigod is a half god, half human.
No.
Oh.
It's its own thing. The kids in the show named it after a D&D monster. But the Demogorgon isn't really important after season 1. All you need to know is that there are a bunch of Demogorgons, and like the baby Demogorgons, or like I guess juvenile Demogorgons, are dog-shaped, sort of. They're
Can I have a monster puppy? Are there monster puppies? Is that
Oh.
what you're telling me right now?
Look
Should
up Demodog.
Okay.
Demo.
I have my computer here. Demodog. Demodog?
It's Demodog. It's based off the Demogorgon.
Aww.
Yeah, they look like that.
It's got a Venus flytrap for a face.
Yeah, sort of. There are the Demodogs. But I think I'm supposed to be explaining season 3 today, so I don't think I have time to explain the whole series, so I'm just gonna explain the topical part, which is season 3. So, season 3.
You know what parts everyone's like freaking out about, and that I see scroll past me on, or that I scroll past on Tumblr? They don't scroll past me.
Well, big thing is, so there's a lesbian. Her name is Robin. She's amazing, and I love her. But for some goddamn reason, even though she comes out as a lesbian, on screen, there are still people shipping her with a guy, and it's infuriating. It is the worst thing. So the guy people are shipping her with is top tier mom Steve Harrington.
That's a good name.
Steve Harrington is great. So, in this season, most of Steve's time is spent with Robin, Dustin, and Erica. Dustin and Erica are both actual children, and he's not related to either of them. Erica being like 10 and weirdly into politics.
Huh. That is... When I was 10, I was working very hard to ignore politics. I still am, though I should probably stop.
Their plot mostly involves them breaking into a secret Russian facility located in Hawkins, Indiana, for some reason. No, not for some reason. They're trying to open this gate to a world called the Upside Down, which is just like Earth, except poisonous, sort of. There are, like, spores floating around in the air that kill people, and demogorgons that kill people, and the Mind Flayer, which possesses people and then kills them, sometimes turning them into soup.
People soup?
Sort of. And rat soup.
Is it like
sort of
like a stew? Are there chunks? Or is it like a goo?
It dissolves the people and the rats that it possesses and fuses them into this giant, creepy, fleshy monster.
Are there people in the Upside Down? Like, on purpose?
Well, there are people that have gone there, but nobody lives there, if that's what you're asking.
But then what do the things eat when they're not invading the human world? Each other?
Nobody knows.
Maybe they...
I think
What's the thing sea sponges do?
No, wait. What they do is that they, I think often they will come into the human world and eat, like, deer and stuff and other smallish animals.
A deer is not small.
I know. And other animals. I'm tired, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know animal sizes.
If you haven't noticed, those of you listening at home, if you haven't noticed yet, Jade is running off of not a lot of sleep. So it's gonna be interesting.
I woke up at 7:55 in the morning, and I feel like trash.
How late did you go to sleep?
That's a very good question that I do not have the answer to. Anyway, back to Stranger Things. So in season 3, at this point, this kid 11, she's the psychic one, has been adopted by a guy named Jim Hopper, and the guy who 11 is dating, Mike, he has no rights, but also Jim Hopper absolutely despises him. When I say he has no rights, I don't mean literally. I mean, like, he's bad and I hate him. He used to be a fine character, but in this season, him and most of the other guys have been trashy and, like, misogynistic towards Elle and the other kid, Max. It's annoying. 11 and Max are absolutely lesbians, and people can fight me on that. Like, if you think they're not, square up. Like, it's not canon yet, but everyone knows. So there's this character, Joyce, who's a parent to one of the kids, Will, who goes missing in the Upside Down in the first season and then is brought back. She's also a parent to one of the teenagers, Jonathan. Jonathan is cool. He does some stuff this season that I'm not gonna explain yet. So Joyce knows some shit is going down because her magnets keep falling off. Her magnets keep falling off of her fridge at home, and the magnets in the store she works at keep falling off of the displays. And she somehow knows that this has to be Upside Down related. There, used to be something called... Wait, no. There still is Hawkins Lab by the time this happens. So there's this lab in Hawkins that was doing some crazy experimental shit with the Upside Down. And Joyce is like, we gotta figure out what's happening to Hopper. And Hopper thinks she's crazy at first. And then he's like, okay, let's go.
That's how I end up in situations too, buddy.
And
how does she know that something's wrong and not that she just has bad magnets?
Because all of the magnets in her general vicinity are falling off of things.
Huh, maybe she has her own personal disrupting magnetic field thing. Like a field that disrupts magnetic fields. Like a bubble around her where magnets just don't work. Am I being annoying?
No, you're just being wrong.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware. I know jack shit about this.
Yeah. Anyway.
But I'm trying to be funny.
So Joyce and Hopper go on a trip to Hawkins' lab. Hopper gets beat up by a crazy Russian dude who looks and acts like the Terminator, I think. I've never seen the Terminator.
Me neither.
I think he acts like the Terminator. I've seen people referring to him as the Russian Terminator, so I'm just gonna assume he acts like the Terminator.
All I know about the Terminator is that he is a robot who travels through time.
Okay. Anyway, so this guy beats up Hopper, almost kills him, but Joyce manages to get him out of there and back, home, and... No, I think I'm wrong about that. I think they just start driving at some point. They just start going. Driving through the forest.
Like on a road?
No.
Oh.
Just driving on a random path that isn't, paved or anything. Just on dirt.
But it's wide enough for a car?
Yeah?
Well, that's the least plausible thing that's happened so far, as you've explained to me.
Yeah,
because I live in woods, and let me tell you, you cannot get a car through there. Plenty of people miss the turn near my house, and they sure try, but nope.
Anyway, so they're driving their car through the woods, and it just at some point is like, wait. I forgot about the most important man.
Who?
Alexei, whose last name may or may not be Smirnov. It's sort of unclear, but I'm gonna refer to him as Alexei Smirnov. He is a Russian guy. He doesn't speak English.
Is he with the Terminator?
No. No, wait. He was sort of working with the Terminator guy, and then something happened, and now he's not. But they take him sort of as a hostage. He is his arms are tied up, and they sort of tie him around a tree, I think. And Joyce is trying to interrogate him and very much failing.
Because he doesn't speak English? Or because...
He doesn't speak English, and that's the issue. So, she's doing this ridiculous, charades thing, almost. And, she's saying, magnet? Magnet? And he replies, yes, magnet. So she was like, yes, magnet, magnet. And so she tries to ask him about, a machine, and he replies with, whatever the Russian word for machine is, machina or something. There are a couple of words that are sort of kind of shared.
Yeah, cognates.
Yes.
I know that because of Spanish class.
Yay, Spanish. Anyway, so they've stopped because the car broke down, and at this point they're like, ugh. Now we have to walk to Illinois or Ohio. I can't remember. Was it Iowa? No, Illinois. Or was it Ohio? One of those.
There are a lot of states that start with I. The only one I
Ohio
can...
doesn't start with an I.
You said that and not Idaho.
I did not say Idaho. I said Ohio. Anyway.
Yes, very smart I am.
So it was either Ohio or Illinois that they were going to walk to, and I can't remember which. But they're walking there because that's somehow the closest person they know who speaks Russian. His name is Murray, and he's like this crackpot conspiracy theorist guy. He's cool, I guess. Well, no, I love him. He's great. But that's for a different reason.
Wait, what?
I'm waiting. I'm just going to... We'll get there. We'll get there eventually.
Okay, I can tell you're building up to something, so...
So, okay. So they walk for a while, and then Alexei sees through these trees, he sees a 7-Eleven, and he's like... So he runs over there.
You realize facial expressions don't work on the
yeah.
audio recording,
God
right?
damn it. Fuck. And so he gets super excited, and there's a bit of backstory for this. During this time, basically, people in Russia didn't have access to anything really from outside Russia, so anything foreign would have been super exciting. This was during the 80s. So, like, Alexei gets super excited about anything American, so he runs over to the 7-Eleven, and Joyce and Hopper follow him, obviously, and they go into the 7-Eleven, and they buy a few things, and this next one is what I'm about to say is going to become important later. Alexei gets a cherry Slurpee. Specifically cherry. And then, so they go outside, and they tell some insane lies to somebody to get him to give them his car. Basically, they're like,
and now,
this Alexei guy is the most dangerous man in the world. We need your car to transport him somewhere. We're cops.
Wait. Are his hands still tied up?
His hands are tied
and he's holding
at the wrist, and he's holding the Slurpee, and he's going...
And they've just convinced someone he is the most dangerous man in the world.
Oh, yeah, and and he's gotten in the car at this point. He's in the back of the car. Like the back seat, not the trunk. This car is a convertible, by the way, with a license plate, like a vanity plate that says Todd Father on it.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. I believe it's supposed to be like the Godfather, except for that the person's name is Todd, and Todd Father.
Who's that proud of being a godfather?
Who's that proud of being a guy named Todd?
I don't know. Have you ever met a Todd?
Todd Howard? I've never met Todd Howard.
I know that name. It's taking me a second to remember who it is.
Bethesda guy.
Oh, right. The one that's also a Discord bot. That Todd.
Yes, that Todd. Anyway, so, they steal a car. By the way, there's a shot of Alexei going like, wait, no, people can't see us. He slurps.
Okay, hold on, I got this.
He slurps, and then he takes the straw out of his mouth, and he like smiles like a dumbass. And that's while they're saying that he's the most dangerous man in the world. Yeah,
so what Jade was trying to do before she remembered you can't see her,
if you've seen
is she put her wrists together to hold an imaginary Slurpee cup, and then pursed her lips as if she was drinking from said imaginary Slurpee cup.
So yeah, there's a shot of him drinking from the Slurpee and then smiling like a dumbass, which you have seen, lovely listeners, if you have watched Stranger Things, which I hope you have, or I hope you don't care about spoilers. Anyway, so, they drive this guy's car all the way to Illinois, at which point they go to this guy Murray's house, who's like super obsessed with security, and it takes a minute, but he does let everyone in, and then there's a long, complicated. I'll just go over like the Cliff Notes version. So they get there. Murray refuses to talk. No, Alexi refuses to talk unless he gets a Slurpee and like another Slurpee because he's already finished this on the trip. I mean, they went from Indiana to Illinois, so
I have no concept of how close together those two places are.
Pretty close, but it would still be like a 4-hour drive or something, maybe 10 hours. I don't know.
I'm surprised he doesn't have to pee.
But a long drive. So anyway, so he refuses to talk unless he gets a Slurpee and like fast food. So people go get him some stuff from, like, Burger King and shit, or whatever. And he takes one sip of the Slurpee, and he says, and I quote, he doesn't say this in English, this was in the subtitles. He says, "This shit tastes like strawberry." At which point he proceeds to throw a hissy fit, because
he wanted cherry.
Yes. So he refuses to talk. And then this scene is hard to explain. So Hopper gets mad and he gives Alexi like the car keys and stuff. Alexi unties himself somehow. I don't remember how. But he does untie himself and he gets in the car and he drives a little bit just to like where he can see the sunset, and then he sits there for a second, and then he goes back and parks again, and enters the house again, and he says, "I like strawberry too." And he sits back down and then like confesses.
Right.
Or not confesses, but he says stuff.
We've already used so much time talking about
He talks
this.
about the gate, which is a thing that's meant to reopen the door to the upside down. And that's what's happening with the magnets. It produces a very strong electromagnetic field, so it's fucking with magnets.
It's not actually important whether or not I understand this show, and we've already used like half of our planned recording time talking about this.
Yeah, it's time for you to explain Supernatural.
Yeah, alright.
Wait. Tamagotchi break. And we are back from the Tamagotchi zone. If anyone would like to know, currently all of my Tamagotchis are in the toddler stage.
Yeah, she brought 3 Tamagotchi.
Well, technically, one of them is a Tamagotchi, the other 2 are Digimon things, but
we should move on.
Yes.
Alright.
I kind of have an obsession with
because we used up a lot of time talking about Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be very brief as I try to explain Supernatural.
I have absolutely no interest in Supernatural. However, you can try to explain it. Just make it funny.
I'm going to try and make it funny. Yeah. I think that's what we're trying to do here anyway.
Yeah.
I am not even going to try to go over the overarching plot or anything that's happening. There are 15 seasons. I haven't even seen all of them. Well, there might not even be an entire 15 seasons. There's only 14 on Netflix, but that's not the point. Okay, basically, how this show works is it's 2 guys and their assortment of monster and monster hunter friends going around killing other monsters and trying not to let the world be destroyed. And basically, with how it works is every time they manage to kill whatever the biggest bad guy was and they get a thing that can it's about murdering things. So yeah, whenever they get a special knife or whatever that can kill the big bad, then the writers need to introduce a new big bad. So things have been slowly escalating. Like in the very beginning, the toughest thing they could fight was a demon.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they kill demons left and right. No sweat. Not a problem. And it took 12 seasons, but they've met God.
Cool.
And yeah, his name is Chuck.
I hate that. That sounds like something that some like quirky Tumblr girl from 2014 would make up.
I think they legit took a pre-existing character and just decided, yeah, this was God the whole time.
That is the dumbest
honestly,
fucking thing I have ever heard. I'm
okay,
sorry. If you're a Supernatural fan out there, can you explain this to me?
I'm right here.
Yeah, you're here, but you're gonna be pretty brief. I want a Supernatural fan to DM me and just explain everything.
Okay. Well, we'll see if that happens.
I will give out my Discord information.
That is a bad idea.
I know, but I don't care.
Alright. I actually didn't mind that Chuck turned out to be God, because I really liked Chuck, and I missed him. But
I
on
just
the other
lost
hand,
3 brain cells.
I need to move on. Let's see. So yeah, things have been slowly escalating. They met God. And then apparently, because they couldn't get any more powerful than having God on their side, they removed Chuck from the picture. Like, he went away. He's not even keeping an eye on Earth anymore. So, where I am in the series right now, everything's in chaos. Like,
Okay.
I guess I should start by explaining. There are, like, I want to say four groups of creatures.
Uh-huh.
There are humans, monsters, demons, and angels.
Okay.
And humans often show up as either food for monsters and demons, or hunters who kill monsters, demons, and angels. And the reason they kill angels is because they are also jerks. No one is nice, basically. There's like one exception every now and then in each group, and usually they die very quickly. Why did you just put a small owl on the desk?
I brought him with me. His name is Jeremy.
Jade just reached, while I was talking silently, grabbed her bag, reached into it, pulled out what appears to be a fluffy owl ornament, and placed it gently on the desk. I don't know if you could hear it.
We will include a picture. I can do a small, little bit of video editing to put a picture in when we upload this to YouTube. So, that'll go here.
You'll get to see the owl. Okay. I totally lost my train of thought. Okay, so yeah. Hunters kill things. Monsters mostly eat people, but sometimes
Delicious.
they're okay. Sometimes they'll, eat cows or chickens instead.
Why is this in my bag?
If you're gonna do that, you have to say what it is. It's a
a
small
rock.
rock. Why are you going through your bag while
Because
I'm
I'm trying to find something.
Okay.
Just keep talking.
Okay,
Another rock.
That's so distracting, though. Okay.
I found it.
What is it?
It's my tangle
Oh, okay.
that I got at Pride. It's gay. I'll put a picture of it here, maybe.
You're setting yourself up for a lot of video editing.
It's easy.
Okay.
I like video editing anyway, so.
Yeah. So some monsters will not eat people, but it's supposed to be hard.
This is less quiet than I did. I'll put it
Yeah,
back.
it's very clicky, not good for podcasting. So yeah, some monsters will not eat people and eat cows. I've said that 3 times now.
You didn't say anything about cows.
Did I? I thought I said cows. Whatever.
You said cows, but just now and not before.
Okay. Well,
Anyway, so yes, cows.
demons are generally evil. Actually, basically only evil because they are bad people made worse. Demons possess people, and sometimes animals, though I don't think they like it. And basically, their greatest survival strategy is that when they're cornered, they can yeet themselves out of their bodies and find a new one by
just like
turning
me.
into smoke. Wait, what? Should I just glance over that? Alright. Angels also need people to be on, like, they need to be inside a person to walk the earth. The thing about angels, though, is that
Please rephrase that!
they need to borrow someone else's body in order to exist on Earth in a way that doesn't kill people.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they do kill people, but, like, on purpose. So...
Spoilers!
This is all spoilers. Why?
I know. That was the joke.
We are never gonna finish this.
We are, whether we like it or not.
The thing about angels is that in order for them to possess you, they need your permission. So,
like, when a vampire comes into your house.
yeah, except in this case, your house is your body, and angels are not great people most of the time. But they do get bodies because they are angels and people believe them. Also, only certain people can hold an angel without dying.
Bad choice to trust an angel. PSA for everybody out there.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
trust angels.
Definitely. The only good angel in the series, well, basically the only one. Even his host, is accidentally dead.
Wait, who's the only good angel?
His name is Castiel.
I know who Castiel is, and if you say that name again, I will go into a rage.
Wait, why don't you like him? He's okay. He's not very smart.
You know why I don't like him.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, we don't need to explain that. So, yeah, even his host, he accidentally killed because he got himself killed so many times. Except the thing is, for a while, God was just bringing him back.
Alice, we're running out of time.
We can go over. We have, like, another half hour.
Sure. I feel like we should do the coin flip soon.
Okay.
You can say
I do want to explain the mistake I made last night while watching this show.
Okay.
So to start off, it was past midnight,
Mm-hmm.
and it was in the dark, and I was just on my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
And usually, the first season is very scary, but after that, the episodes, it's mostly like demon angel politics, with a lot of blood, but like fake blood, so...
Tasty.
I mean, they do make it out of, like, corn syrup, so maybe?
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah.
Slurp, slurp.
I don't know if the mic picked that up, but Jade just whispered slurp, slurp. You keep telling me to move on and then immediately distracting me.
Anyway.
Okay.
Oh my god, you can totally tell we're amateurs.
Well, yeah, everyone.
This is literally the first episode, though. It's fine.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be funny to people other than us.
Hopefully.
Okay, so yes. Past midnight. In the dark.
Mm-hmm.
And then the episode starts when these two kids, I've never seen before, so I know they're gonna die, they're in the woods going to this creepy manor.
Mm-hmm.
So bad sign. Then they walk inside, like third red flag by now, is they go inside, and it turns out it's full of medical equipment.
Great!
Yeah, like empty hospital beds and plague doctor masks. Yeah.
For those who can't see, wait, everybody can't see.
What if this would be easier if, like, I was blind? So you were already used to...
For those of us who... No. For
those of us who can't see.
For those of you in the audience who obviously can't see the faces I make. I just made the like face you make when something is disturbing,
The one that's that emoji with like the oval mouth that's all
yeah, that.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah, so these two kids.
And when a specific person does it, it sounds like God damn it. Let's move on.
You're the one who keeps stopping me. Alright, so yeah. They make it to the upstairs of this super creepy hospital manor, and bad sign number 5, the kid with the stupid haircut keeps talking about how this guy used to take out the skulls of his patients. And so they get into the room, and that's, I guess, where the plague doctor masks are.
Crunchy
and then the kid
skulls.
with the bad haircut tells the kid who's been like, should we really be here the whole time? Bad haircut tells the unsure one to take one of the masks, because there's several, and put it in his bag. And the kid's like, I don't know.
That's an easy way to get cursed.
Yeah, but...
Hey kids, if you are ever in a creepy place filled with hospital equipment and masks, don't take one of the masks. You will get cursed. You will die.
Yeah, so Bad Haircut shoves the mask in the other kid's backpack. And then they start hearing, like, wailing combined with drill noises echoing throughout the entire house. So they finally get their senses together, and they book it the fuck out of there. However, they make it down the stairs to the entryway, and guess who appears? But
me!
Maybe if you were a ghost doctor in a plague mask with a drill.
They don't know what I look like, so... Well, unless they know me. They don't know what I look like, so that is what I look like. For anybody who wants to make some fan art of me someday, that's what I look like.
Okay, yeah. For further clarification, it was complete with lab coat and blood.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah. You knock down the smarter kid, like knock him to the ground, and then grab Bad Haircut, push him down, and drill into his skull.
Yikes!
And that is the point when I realized I should not be watching this in the dark in the middle of the night. Yeah. So, moral of that story is, just don't.
It's time for the coin flip. Okay, so let's have heads be Phoenix Wright and tails be Race to Witch Mountain.
Oh yeah, we've got two things set up. One, the thing we know stuff about in this case is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, a game we've both played.
I've played some of it.
Yeah, if we do that, we'll figure out which one of us has played more. The other one is some movie called Race to Witch Mountain that I found on Netflix, and, well, we'll see if we get into that. Drum roll, please.
Heads!
That was...
Phoenix Wright.
Okay.
Well, I was really hoping it would be Race to Witch Mountain.
Maybe we leave that as the thing we know nothing about.
Yeah, okay. Tournament style.
Yeah, okay. So, we should figure out how much of the game have you played? Because I have made it to...
Up to the second part of that one case with the guy that looks like a lion.
Oh, the one with, like, the samurai show?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm past you then, because I've made it to a thing. I think it's gotta be the last one, but I'm not sure. So, the characters. Because I've told you about this before. In the second case, where your mentor is murdered and it's a guy. Well, let's start with the guy. Because he...
Are you talking about Red White?
Yeah. Who, by the way, wears pink. He is red, white, and blue corp, but he wears pinks and purples. Like, seriously. You gave him a color theme and everything, and you couldn't be bothered to... He looks ridiculous.
Well,
I'm not actually mad.
It's probably because he had a different name in the Japanese version that, like...
Maybe. That would make more sense.
I think he probably had a different name in the Japanese version, and his corporation
Pink Purple of White Corp.
Is white, is that... Do you mean his...
Either his skin or his teeth. Okay, so yeah, he's got, like, pink hair and a bubblegum suit and a purple tie. He is ridiculous. Even more ridiculous is his assistant, Miss April May.
Oh my god. I continue.
I strongly dislike her.
I don't like her either.
But more importantly, her outfit is the world's deepest V-neck and the world's shortest skirt, and she has a heart.
At first I thought she was wearing, like, pajamas when I first saw her.
That would make more sense. She was in a hotel room, but, you know, they only give people one outfit. But anyway, at the base of her, I guess, neck line, there is a heart that spins around when you're mad. And there is a point.
I don't even know how that happens. Like, is it hooked up to her brain, or, like...
It measures her pulse. It also spins when she's exercising. Oh, she's also the only person still rocking leg warmers.
Really?
Yeah, in like the zoomed out version of the trial room, you can see she is wearing purple leg warmers.
Huh.
Yeah, basically, the reason I can get behind weird outfits, but the only reason that her outfit in particular gets to me is because there is this point in that case when you're trying to prove she's a false witness, where you have to figure out that she should have noticed that your assistant, who compared to everyone else is dressed relatively normally, she should have noticed your assistant's weird clothes before her small figure. And I have issues with that because everyone is dressed weird. Yes, your assistant, she is wearing what I think is some sort of...
It's a shrine maiden outfit.
Oh, you actually know what that's called? Because I don't.
Yeah, it is a shrine maiden outfit, which usually consists of, like, a traditional kimono and some other things.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. But mostly, like, her hair is normal, pretty much. She's got, like, a fun thing, and she's got, like, a big necklace. But she is unusually small.
She's pretty small.
Well, and in a world where everyone dresses strangely, I think she was pretty normal. And because of that, I might just be mad because I got really stuck on that part.
I think in a world filled with female characters with, like, almost exclusively huge tits, I feel like that would be, like, the lack of huge tits would be the first thing anyone would notice.
The real question is, how did she know she was a girl if she lacked comically large boobs? Alright. What do you think about the game?
I haven't played it in months, but I think it's good. I think we are nearing the end. I mean, we've said, I think, all we have to say about Phoenix, right?
I mean, I could go on about the clothes, but I don't think anyone wants to hear that.
Yeah. So should we end it here?
Okay. I guess we need some sort of outro, don't we?
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the maiden episode of Almost a Podcast.
We're planning on putting these up on YouTube, and what was the other one?
SoundCloud, if I can get that to work.
Yeah, so hopefully you'll be able to find these there.
Mm-hmm.
Though, honestly, if you found this in the first place, you are probably a member of our friends or family. Well, I think we end that there. The moral of this story, don't steal from Jade's haunted manor.
I will put a drill through your skull, and you will not survive.
See you next time.